name Mani and my roll number is 20IM10026. This is my DIY project assignment number 3. In this assignment, I will show you the disassembly assembly of this mixer grinder. Let me show you that this is in working condition. See, this is in working condition. The switch slash regulator is this knob, and this is the body. This is the coupler of the mixer grinder. Now let's see what's inside it. I will open it now. This is the inside of the mixer grinder. Now let me tell you each part one by one. This let me disconnect it. So this part, this is the overload relay. Due to overload, when the current increases in the circuit beyond the current capacity of the motor, this operates and breaks the circuit. This protects the motor from damage. After rectifying the fault of overload, we can reset it by pressing this reset button. It's over here. This reset button, we can reset it by pressing this. Now let's look inside it. This is the body of the mixer grinder. It's the plastic body. This here is this metal thing is the holder of the motor. This is the inside of the switch cum speed controller. This basically is a potentiometer which controls the amount of flow of current into the motor. This over here is the main part of this over here is the main part of our mixer grinder. This is called the universal motor. It is this is the complete assembly. Inside of it, this part is the stator. It remains stationary. Inside this stator is a rotor, which is the rotating part, as the name suggests. This coil over here is the stator winding coil. Now the copper part over here, as you can see, this copper part is the commutator. This one, I know if it's visible or not. It's the commutator. It works as a rotating electric switch in the motor. If this is not there, then due to rotation the wires will be tangled. This is the carbon brush holder. Inside it are the carbon brush which completes the circuit. Now let me discuss the working principle of this motor. This is the universal motor. It is a type of electric motor that operates on either AC or DC power and uses electromagnet, which is inside of it, to as a stator to create its magnetic field. It is a commutated series wound motor where the stator's field coils are connected in series with the rotor windings through a commutator. The commutator. So hence it works with both AC and DC supply. its operation. Now let me discuss its operation under both AC and DC. Under a DC supply, when the universal motor is fed with the DC supply, it works as a DC series motor. In this case, the current flows in these field windings. It produces an electromagnetic field. The same current flows in the armature conductors. When the current carrying conductor is placed in the magnetic field, the conductor experiences mechanical force, and this mechanical force causes the rotor to rotate. The Fleming left hand rule gives us the direction of this force. Now when it is fed with an AC, which is its normal working condition, a unidirectional torque is produced in the universal motor is supplied with AC power. This is because the armature winding and the field winding are connected in series and are in same phase. Therefore, whenever the polarity of AC changes, the direction of current in the armature and the field winding changes simultaneously. The direction of magnetic field and the direction of armature current reverse, so that the direction of force experienced by armature armature conductors remains the same. Thus, regardless of AC or DC supply, this universal motor works on the same principle that DC series motor works on. So this is all about the mixer grinder. See, the area of black which you see is from the carbon brush. As it gets rubbed, the carbon dust moves around. So this is all about the motor. Now let me close it up. Show you that it is again in working condition after the assembly. Hence this is in working condition along with its switch and the speed controllers. So this was my DIY assignment. Thank you.